Hey everyone, it's Veraxity, and today I'm going to be telling you a life story that you probably shouldn't follow the footsteps in. This is a little bit mischievous. I was a slightly mischievous child. Mischievous, whatever. And this story takes place back in probably around 8th grade. I was in middle school at the time, Veraxity, hitting puberty or whatever. And we had this testing thing, right? And now this is whenever they started to do tests online. So they were just like transitioning over like on the computer. Like most of our our standard whatever the hell, I don't know what kind of tests they are. But the tests were really easy, right? And so me and my friend, we'll just call him Turtle, we were just sitting there and we were done with our tests, right? We were just messing around on the computers. You were allowed to go on the computers after we were done with our tests. And they had us signed in to a account that all like the students were on. It was like a network account just so you could take the test, you know what I mean? So like everyone had the same privileges. It had I think it had admin privileges actually. Yeah, it wasn't very secure or anything like that at all. But no, anyway, so we're just chilling, right? And now this kid opens up command prompt. Freaking Turtle out here pimping. He opens up command prompt, thinks he's some sort of massive hacker, right? I mean, at the time, obviously, we thought we were massive hackers because we were just sitting on there on like command line. We were like, oh my god, guys, look at this. No, we didn't say any of that. I'm just kidding. We just kind of sat there and we were just messing around. And then dude just starts scanning the network. And I'm like, what are you doing there, dude? Like, what the hell? And he's like, dude, I'm scanning the network, right? He's like showing me all these IP addresses, like the local IPs that are popping up. I didn't really know what it all meant at the time. I was just sitting there. I was like, oh, that's cool. And unbeknownst to Veraxity, he enters this command called shutdown/I, or -I, I mean. And if you don't know what this command is on command prompt, it basically allows you to shut down computers that are on the same network as you. It's a bit ridiculous and overpowered. Usually you wouldn't be able to use this command, right? Usually your admin privileges would be like turned off, and it would be like if you tried to use this command, it would be like, no, screw you, like you can't do it. But since we were all on the same account, it was like checkmate. It was ridiculous, right? So we're sitting here, we're realizing this, and then he starts typing stuff, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Don't start doing stuff, right? Like, don't be like getting us in trouble or nothing. I'm trying to and before I could even finish thinking about whatever the hell's going on, this dude starts entering IPs and like computers into the shutdown/I console. And he's like scheduling these computers for like restart, and you can enter a message like of why the computer restarted. And it's just like, I was like, oh Jesus, oh no, like this can't be good. And then he's sitting there, he's like giggling, right? I'm starting to giggle because I'm like, dude, you really have the power to do this right now. Like, what are you doing? And then like, I just don't think he's actually going to do it because this kid, I don't know if he really has balls, right? Like he was testing my faith in the weight of his nutsack. It was crazy. So yeah, about like 10 minutes of just going back and forth laughing and stuff at this just console. This is like hacking the mainframe. He's such a hacker. He just presses OK and goes along with it. And like, I'm looking around the room and I just see people's computer screens start turning blue and doing that little fucking spin thing with the balls and shit. I'm like, oh no, dude, like this is so fucked. And I just don't even know where to go from that. I'm just sitting there in shock, and he's just like laughing, right? I'm like, dude, you could get in serious trouble for this shit. What the fuck? Like, I'm not trying to have that be me. And then thankfully, like, the period ended, but like kids were just left in confusion because like all the tests that they worked so hard, like all their progress was gone. And it was just at the hands of this kid who's sitting there laughing right next to me. And I'm just like, oh my god, dude, like I knew it. I knew this shit would happen. That like I can't even explain the rest of that day. I just had this thing in the back of my mind. It just kept me like moving. It kept me on my toes. I was giggly. I was like, oh gee, like it was like that adrenaline, you know what I'm saying? After that, I don't really know. No one found out. And I guess I could probably start a series on this. I guess that's one thing that I've seen that nobody else has. I'm probably gonna take that to the grave. So yeah, here, have this story. Now you guys know the story too. But anyway, drop a like and subscribe if you like this type of content, guys. I'm Veraxity, and I have a lot more stories about school, hacking, and just being a skid when I was tiny. I'm just kidding, by the way. But yeah, peace, guys.